Hello and welcome to a new watercolor video. It's been such a long time since I've made a video on this channel. I think it's about 4 months or something now. I haven't been doing any watercolor painting lately. I was really busy in lockdown with my paint sales. That type of thing just sold really well because everybody was locked down. So I just really got out of the way of painting because I just didn't have any time. So it's all settled down now as things are getting back to normal. So I'm here with a new watercolor video, and hopefully from now on I'm going to get more regular videos on this channel. Today's video is going to be about these beautiful oh, there we go, that's another Etsy sale. These beautiful Holbein watercolor paints. So these were sent to me by a lovely lady in America called Susan. So these were actually in exchange. I exchanged some art supplies with Susan. She had lots of surplus Holbein paints that she said she would never use. So this was like a spare set of 48. So I think there's 48 colours in total, and I absolutely cannot wait to try them. I've wanted some Holbein paints for ages, and I've never ever got around to buying any. So now I don't need to because I've got this lovely set. So she said a few of them don't have the wrappers, but they still look brand new, and most of them are still in their wrappers. I'm just absolutely delighted. So cute, aren't they so cute? And she also sent me this, talking about being cute. Look at this adorable little owl. I just love it. I've got it sitting right here, just on the shelf in front of my computer monitor.
Clouds and thunders standing in my way. I must try to figure it out anyway.
Okay, so I've got them all in colour order, and it's just the perfect set of colours. You couldn't possibly need any more colours than this, and there's even some extras as well. So thanks so much for this, Susan. I'm particularly impressed with all the different greens. There's much more than you would get like in a basic set, and some unusual ones as well, like marine blue. I've never tried that one before, and absolutely delighted that there's an Indian yellow, all the browns you could want. So I didn't have a 48 set, like an empty tin to put them in, so I ordered one off AliExpress. But in the meantime, I just used these two Maiden empty sets, so you can fit 24 in each of these. So I just had to use these temporarily, and then I swatched out all the colours as well, and they're just absolutely divine colours. They were so strong, I ended up having to really water them down even more. I am used to using professional watercolours which are really highly pigmented, but these seem just like exceptionally highly pigmented, and I'm rubbing the brush on them and then putting it on the paper, and at first I actually thought they were opaque because they seemed like so strong, but it was just because I needed to dilute them even more. So you literally only need a tiny little bit. You only need to touch the paint, and I'm there rubbing away on the top of the paint, and I just got like way too much colour on the brush, so I have to go back in here and try and remove most of it because it was just so strong. So that is just absolutely brilliant. I mean, they're just gonna last so long, and I can just tell straight away just from swatching them that they're probably the best watercolours I've tried so far, even like above Winsor & Newton and Daniel Smith, and my own handmade watercolours, which, because I was making them myself, I made them like really, really highly pigmented. I got as much pigment as I could into the paints, and I just don't know how Holbein have managed to even like top that, because I even tried, I didn't do it on camera, but I just personally did it for myself, but my own watercolours that I handmade myself, I did a comparison with like Winsor & Newton and Daniel Smith, and my own colours were stronger, so, and I couldn't have got them any stronger, so I just don't know how Holbein have managed this, but they're absolutely brilliant when it comes to like pigment strength, and I can just tell that they're just so fine. They really are like such fine paints. There's no like sludgy kind of residue or anything. They're just like so beautiful.
But I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try to figure it out alone. And now, ooh, when you're gone, ooh, I know things won't be the same no more, I'm sure. It'll take a while 'cause I'm still sore, yeah, now. Ooh, when you're gone, ooh, I know I still have a long way to walk, I'm sure. It'll take a while to reach the golden shore. Walls and mountains.
Okay, so I'm now going to do a full painting with them, and I'm going to do a flower fairy painting. Now, I haven't done one of these for absolutely ages, and I really fancy painting another one. So I've got this cute little set of postcards, and they've got loads of flower fairy pictures on. So these are the Flower Fairies by Mary Cicely Barker, if you don't already know. And I like to paint these just for practice, just to practice my watercolours. So I'm just going to pick another one.
Travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must
Okay.
try.
I do really like this one, so I think I'm going to go with this. It does look a little bit complicated, these flowers, but I do really like it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I get the image onto the watercolour paper. So I do actually trace the image, and I thought I'll just explain what I do in case you want to do it as well, if you want to like follow along and paint the painting with me. So I actually scan the image first, then I put it onto my iPad, I use the program Procreate, and I trace the outlines like this. Then once I've got the tracing, I send it back to my computer. Then using the Photoshop program, I change the lines back to black, because I actually traced them in red. The reason being, the red shows up over the black when you're actually tracing, and then it's much easier not to miss bits out if you're tracing with a different colour to the actual lines. So now I've got my lines back to black, and I can print it off. So here you can adjust what size you want to print it off. I'm making it as large as possible. And then I just print it off on an A4 sheet of ordinary paper, and then it's ready just to trace onto the watercolour paper using the tracing board. But you don't have to use the tracing board if you don't have one. This step can be done other ways, such as using graphite paper or scribbling graphite on the back of a piece of paper, and then you just using that as a homemade graphite paper. Okay, so now I've got the image much larger. It's on Archie's cold press watercolor paper, and I'm just taping it down to a board. And now I'm ready to really dig into these paints and really try them out on a full painting. And my watercolor box came as well from AliExpress, so I've now transferred them to a tin that actually accommodates all of them.
You're up in the sky, I'll carry you home, home to the mountaineers. And soon, my friend, you'll see them again, the ones you left behind, the ones you left behind. And I'll sing for you all the way home. But why does it feel like home isn't home? I've been in this war too long. It's in the air that I breathe, oh, it's in the trees. It shivers down my spine. It shivers down my spine. I just sing my song as I walk through the gate. And there she stands just like before, but she doesn't look the same. The fear in her eyes, I've seen it before, and she can't recall my name. No, she can't recall my name. And so I sing to her as I fall. A shimmering light as I hit the ground. A lover had a gun. Now it's you that I see, home of the brave. Oh, how you bother me. Oh, the things you let me see. But still I sing for you my last song. Oh, my last song. Oh, I'll sing for you my last song. Wish that I could stay. Wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind. And though I know that there is nothing to find, You're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the misty light. While you roam in the streets all alone, all you can see, thinking about what your life came to be. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the misty light.